What is good, y'all? It's your boy, The Shells, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to Shells World TV. So as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about YouTube's COPPA Act and what you need to know in certain detail so that you're not confused. Now, if you haven't been caught up on the latest news on YouTube, they changed their new terms of service, which will go in effect in December 2019. And they also have a new COPPA Act, which I was speaking about briefly in my last video where I talk about the new terms of service. You can check that out and then come back to this if you didn't see that video. But anyway, guys, let's jump right into it so we can get to it, okay? So the COPPA Act is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA. So basically, they have been in place for a long time. It's actually not a new policy. That actually started in the 90s, but I did a bit of research on it to just kind of educate myself on that. But basically what it is that they're in place to basically make sure that no kid that's essentially not a teenager is getting content that is definitely targeted to them and not otherwise. But see, oh man, this YouTube problem, it just keeps getting more ridiculous as time goes on. And I already told you, if you saw the last video, that I think the whole YouTube corporation trying to be all cleansed the act is kind of trash to me. But we don't want to ramble off into a rant now. But let me just speak a little more on this COPPA Act thing. So just recently, YouTube has made it required by law that YouTube creators tell YouTube whether their video is made for kids or not. And you can also set your channel to say if your channel is for kids or not. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that is so crazy. Even if you did all of this and you've determined that obviously no video you do is made for kids, right? Apparently YouTube and the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they specialize in protecting consumers of America, making sure to encourage competition between companies, among other things. Anyhow, the FTC and YouTube, the Federal Trade Commission, they can scan your video and determine on their own that your video is in fact for kids. And if your video is found out to be for kids, even if you yourself had made very clear and explicit that your videos are not for children, if YouTube and the FTC decides that your videos are for kids, you can actually get fined for up to $42,000. That's right. You can get sued for up to about over 40K in dollar amounts. When I read that, that really gave me a crazy twitch in my heart. It's not even almost, it is madness to think that YouTube would go ahead with this, that even the Federal Trade Commission would think that this is okay. Like, most of us don't have $42K to just give away. So how do they possibly justify doing this sort of thing? Now, there's a lot of animation channels that are on YouTube that are not geared towards children, like Odd Ones Out. Young Don the Sauce, I think, is another one I just recently discovered, a Jamaican kid. And I'm not sure where in the US he is, but I've heard of him. He does story times. There's another one you may know, Swoozy. He does a lot of animation story times. He does a lot of story time animations himself. Why can't I speak, man? I'm kind of tired, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, right, those animation channels I just named, they're not geared towards children. Yeah, so just imagine that, you know, animation channels like Swoozy or Young Don the Source or Odd Ones Out, they decide that they mark all the videos as not made for children, but then YouTube and the Federal Trade Commission is like, well, technically, your videos are for kids because they can appeal to the children audience, and therefore we're gonna have to fine you with $42,000. Now, even suggesting or saying that maybe Odd Ones Out or Swoozy, for example, could pay that fine, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to, and neither would a smaller channel that probably does animation. So I think about all the channels that have done animation, including one of my favorite ones, How It Should Have Ended, that does a lot of parodies of movies and TV shows and games. So how do you possibly justify taking away good animation content that isn't technically geared towards children, but you plan to fine these channels or get rid of the channels to, you know, completely if they don't comply with your COPPA laws, which is just, it's just pure madness to me, man. And I just feel like this is pure censorship at an all-time high, in my opinion. And again, it goes back to what I said in the recent video about the new terms of service. I'm really considering not making any more videos on YouTube and going to another platform because there's just so much risk involved with doing these kind of videos. Now, I don't necessarily do animation myself, but I have reacted to things that, you know, were nostalgic, sort of nostalgic to my childhood, like, you know, reacting to that How It Should Have Ended for The Lion King, or, you know, reviewing the Lion King movie because it was nostalgic for me, and I'm not necessarily a kid, but I can talk about something that was from my childhood, right? Or, you know, a video I have about my childhood drawings, is that going to be considered for kids too? Like how exactly would you know, YouTube determine if it's for kids, which I doubt they're gonna say, but I still have to be careful. Like I said, so thank God that I actually have copies of all my videos backed up to an external hard drive, just in case something like this is to happen. Because I always said that the guidelines and terms and policies on YouTube was probably going to change again. I just wasn't sure when. The ad apocalypse already ruined things for me somewhat and demotivated me in 2017. So this 2020 stuff that's happening is gonna make a lot of people not want to do YouTube anymore. And you might be seeing a lot of channels gone after this because of that result. So I just think it's unfortunate. I think it's crazy to think that they would take away your ability to create something just because they deem it as for children. Now, I didn't even get to the punchline. I know that sounds pretty dark in humor, but you're gonna see why I say that now. I didn't even get to the punchline. So here's the thing, right? Now, if you say that your videos are for children, and that could include family vlogs, you know, what, like kids talking about toys, things like that. Let's just say, including animation, that may be for children, right? Let's just say that you say that, right? So here's what YouTube is now gonna say. Once you deem that your videos are in fact for children, that means you're not getting monetized anymore. You're not gonna have personalized ads for your channel. You're not gonna have stories. You're not gonna have community boards. You're not gonna have any of that if you say that your videos are for children. They're basically taking away your ability to make money off of your videos. So imagine you did all this hard work and now you can't get paid for it. I'm sorry if I'm fumbling my words. Like I said, I'm tired, man. But yeah, just imagine now that's what has to be the case. See, this is the thing, and I'm telling you, it's only gonna get worse if they don't consider that maybe they're their new updates to their rules is just a little too much for everyone. Like I said, this could affect so many kinds of channels. You know, there's so many family vlog channels on YouTube. There's so many family type channels that do reaction videos, among other things, that that have kids in there. So it's like, just imagine the amount of people you're giving, you're taking away their ability to make a living off of this, and this is what they've been doing. You know, I have one family channel that I subscribe to on my own YouTube channel for Shell's World TV. I subscribe to Mackie Fam Reacts, and I'm pretty sure they are definitely one of the channels that might get affected by these new laws. And I'm pretty sure they might be aware of it themselves. So I just want to say, honestly, they probably won't see this video, but I hope that it doesn't affect you guys. And another channel that I hope doesn't get affected, that I subscribe to also, is the Code Family. They have about 1,000 subscribers now. I admit I haven't been able to keep up with their videos, but they have a very decent channel, and I would hate for them to see their channel get, demonetized, or not be able to, make some kind of money off of their channel just because of the fact that there's kids in the videos, and that, now they can't make money because, their videos are for kids, or, involves family, vice versa. So I'm rambling a little, but you get the point, man. Like I said, this COPPA thing, it can go either way. I can either be in the clear, because like I said, I don't make videos necessarily for kids. I could either be very in the clear, or I'm at the very big risk of, like I said, a fine of $42,000 from YouTube, which is insane. It's just insane. Now, I'm not going to talk about this anymore at length. I feel like I've done enough to inform you, as I will, about this COPPA stuff. And then, like I said, if you want me explaining somewhat about the YouTube's new terms of service, you can go check that video out. I'll leave that in the end screen card for you to look at, okay? And also, I'm going to leave 2 links in the description that you can check out, and I would strongly suggest, if you're a YouTuber like me, or if you're subscribed to my channel, you check that out and you go and sign the petition to help protect family oriented channels, okay? I'm going to leave that in the description, and I'm also going to leave a link to the Federal Trade Commission page where you can leave your comments about these new COPPA acts from YouTube, and suggest something. Let your voice be heard, because I think that's important, whether you're a YouTuber or you're a viewer of a channel. So because this affects everybody, whether indirectly or directly. So I think that's important. So I'll leave those 2 links. Like I am tired, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, share, comment, and or subscribe. I make new videos for every Thursday. This is Shell's World TV. I make reactions, sketches, and vlogs. So don't forget to hit that bell to be notified every time I make a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the Likey app, where I post more videos there that I can't show here because of copyright situations. All the links for those will be in the description down below. Now, if you want to check out my video on the YouTube's new terms of service, click that right there. And if you want to check out any other things that I've been doing with a more recent update to a playlist, click that right there. Subscribe to my music page. Download my new Moonlit Visions album. It's on Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, iTunes, right? And I'm gonna leave the links for those in the description down below as well. So it's your boy, The Shows, and I also will leave the end screen card for my music page. So it's your boy, The Shows, and I will see you guys next time when I upload. Peace.